Rise and give our pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Post.
Here.
Mike Black. Here. Zambito.
Here.
White. Here.
This time I'd like to call a public hearing to order for local law number 4 of 2025, a local law amending parking restrictions. Is there anyone here who wishes to speak on behalf of themselves or others regarding local law number 4 of 2025? This addresses parking restrictions on Saley Drive and Bank Street, north and south of the intersection of Saley and Bank, for enforcement during special events and other uses, consideration of public safety. If there's anyone here to speak, we'll hold this open for a couple of minutes. I'd like to offer, in the absence of anyone speaking while we're waiting, Happy Constitution Day to everybody. I didn't know if that was recognized at all. Today celebrate the anniversary of the signing of the Constitution of the United States of America. As there's no one here to speak, I'll close the public hearing on local law number 4 with the understanding I may reopen if someone does come in with a comment. Someone move to approve the minutes of August the 20th, 2025 regular town board meeting and the August 20th, 2025 public hearing on local law number 3, local law to enact a temporary moratorium prohibiting battery energy storage systems. Second. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Mike Black. Yes. Zambito.
Yes.
White.
I'll abstain, I wasn't here.
Post.
Yes. Are there any speakers that wish to address the board this evening? And let's move to resolutions. Resolution number 151.
When it's time.
Oh,
Is it time?
It's
Well,
time.
it's
Yeah.
fine. That's our opportunity.
That's
to
really,
speak.
that's
Okay.
really shot, Mike.
I'll be brief. First of all, understand, thank you for your time. I appreciate being able to talk to you. I'm sorry Dan's not here.
Me too.
First of all, I don't represent EDP. I don't speak for EDP Solar. I'm a landowner from the town of Batavia. This is Mike Schultz, town of Batavia resident. We've had a significant uphill fight. Their headwinds are against us on this EDP project from day one. And other projects have unfairly scarred the EDP project. I personally do not understand how you can conduct a vote without complete information. The information that's been given to us in the news media is misleading. It's not always accurate. It's not deliberate lies. Don't misunderstand me. Today we have information came out on the Batavian at 4 o'clock in the afternoon for a meeting tonight. That's not useful. I invited at a meeting here anyone who wished to find out accurate information about EDP, please come to my farm. Walk it with me. I'll show you exactly what's going to happen. We have not been misled. We know exactly what is going to happen on our properties. And I don't think the Cider Solar project can say that. I think those people have been misled. It's been poorly managed. The information and the communication is not good. Mark can attest to that. He becomes directly involved in it. EDP has not applied for pilots, to my knowledge. They're independently funded. The state of New York is not funding it. The federal government is not funding it. So I would request that consideration to vote by this town board, my town board, be completely based on facts that are accurate. And it appears as though all the information is not available. There has been little to no publication about how financial benefits will come to the town or the school system. I think you need to know that. The thrust has been, we're going to lose prime farmland, and I completely disagree with that. If you want to come to my farm, I'll show you how good a crop of stones I grow every year, brand new ones. And I can show you what the crop looks like this year. It's terrible. So my income does not depend on my land. I rent it out to the same family for over 40 years. If I go to him now and say, geez, I didn't know I had prime farmland all these years, I'm going to have to raise the rent. He's going to turn around and walk away. It's not prime farmland. It comes late. It's wet. It's got wet holes that you have to work around. And it's limited to certain crops. I can't grow vegetables. I don't have a pivot to irrigate with. I don't have access to the Tonawanda Creek to pull water. It's not prime farmland. It grows corn, it grows soybeans, it grows alfalfa. No doubt about it. Most of the corn, by the way, goes to ethanol production. So, without having complete information, I don't understand why all that has transpired has done so. You know, going back to the discussion about losing prime farmland, these farmers that are willingly leasing our land, nobody took it from us. We didn't have eminent domain. People saw that as an opportunity to positively supplement their income for the next 30 years. And if you're a farmer, that next 30 years is a pretty cloudy crystal ball right now. So I understand the desire to not have this in my backyard. I hear that a lot, and that's the root cause of a lot of the animosity that I've seen against solar projects, combined with the very poor conduct that's taken place in Oakfield and Elba. But 5 of the major agriculture families in this county have leased their land. And that's just for the big projects. I'm not even talking about the 20-acre community solar fields. There's lots of them around. They're being started up right now. And, you know, the very land that we're standing on, and that building there, the original community college, this whole sector was farmed by the Brantons when I was a kid. It's all farmland. W.P.K. White farmed on Ellicott Street Road. It's a beautiful place, and it's very valuable property now because it's doing something valuable for this county. There's a lot of activity there. There's a lot of industry there. It supports agriculture. So that's my only point. I would hope that we don't have New York State stepping in and walking on everybody. I believe the original request was for the local governments to cooperate, coordinate, collaborate with the solar companies. And obviously that's not done very well, I don't believe, to a point. So that's all I want to leave you with, and I appreciate your time. Thank you for that. And the offer stands. There's no animosity. If you want to come and walk my farm with me, I'll show you exactly what's going to be built. And there's high degree of respect for the ecological side of the project and the archaeological. We found a significant number of Indian artifacts that was done with a study, and people walked the fields after they were cultivated shoulder to shoulder. And they put flags in where they found things. They didn't take them, but they put flags in the ground. At the conclusion of the walkthrough, they looked back, and what kind of a threshold did they see? And there was some telltale signs that the Indian nations followed the creek that empties into Oak Orchard, but comes through Oakfield, what is now Oakfield, crosses my property, and crosses Town Line Road and continues on my property. And there's about 10 acres that we decided were not going to be touched. Now, we've been farming it for 200 years, but we didn't want a problem with the Indian Nation. We didn't want any of the Iroquois Senecas to come after us and say we were trampling their sacred grounds. We've got 200 acres on the lease. We're only fencing in 98. So I'm proud to be able to say that we've respected. We're not cutting down woods. We're not tearing up every bush and we can find. We're gonna do this right. And the animal travel corridors are intact, and there's plenty of buffers. There's more buffers than anybody asked for in zoning. So thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you for your candor and your participation in our community, Mike.
It's very welcome.
I want to apologize that I was not able to get the resolution as it's presented this evening out on Friday's agenda, so people had more time to read that. The clerk asked for that by 11 o'clock in the morning. I was not able to get that to her until later that day. It was too late to put in. It got in as soon as it get in. That often happens. It's not deliberate. It was not deliberate. It was not an act of waiting until the last minute to publish this. I'm hoping that you'll have an opportunity to read it in its entirety and see that it is not specific and generic. It is something that we crafted in-house specifically for our concerns in the town of Batavia.
It's different than the one that I have that Alabama and Oakfield saw?
Yes.
Okay. No, I have not seen that.
I understand and I apologize. That's 100%
I got
on me.
Got it.
And I'll get you a copy of that. In fact, I'll give you this copy when we're done with the meeting if you want to wait, or I'll make it available to you electronically.
I can do that. I can do any copy.
All right, we'll send it over. But I want you to know that it's a year ago we had a similar incident with another resolution that was late and after the deadline. And it's hard to get all of this stuff together because everything comes in at the last minute and we got a lot of things going on. But we often have to do a suspension of the rules to move something into the meeting so we don't have to wait a month. Well, I will get you a copy of this because it is not the boilerplate rubber stamped resolution.
Okay. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you. Is there anyone else that wishes to speak? Sharon, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Resolution number 151.
Resolution adopting local law number 4 of 2025. Whereas proposed local law number 4 of 2025 of the town of Batavia, entitled a local law amending parking restrictions, which proposed local law is now in its final form, as appears by a copy thereof hereto attached, and which proposed local law in its final form was presented to the town board at the meeting held on August 20th, 2025, and a copy thereof was kept with the town clerk, and that pursuant to section 24 of the New York State Municipal Home Rule Law, the proposed local law in its final form was emailed to the email inbox of each town board member in a portable document format at least 10 calendar days exclusive of Sunday prior to the final passage of said proposed local law. And whereas a public hearing on the advisability of enacting said proposed local law was held on September 17th, 2025 before the town board, pursuant to public notice duly published in the Daily News according to law, at which time all interested persons were heard. Whereas the town board of the town of Batavia, New York is of the opinion that adoption of said proposed local law number 4 of 2025 is in the best interest of the town of Batavia, New York. Now therefore be it resolved by the town board of the town of Batavia, New York, that said proposed local law number 4 of 2025 be and the same hereby is adopted. And it be it further resolved that a certified copy of said local law number 4 of 2025 be filed with the New York State Secretary of State in accordance with law. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
White.
Yes.
Zambito.
Yes.
Mike
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Resolution number 152 to introduce proposed local law number 5 of 2025 and to schedule a public hearing. Whereas the town board of the town of Batavia desires to consider adopting legislation to override the limit on the amount of real property taxes that may be levied by the town of Batavia pursuant to general municipal law subsection 3-C, and to allow the town of Batavia to adopt a town budget for fiscal year 2026 that requires a real property tax levy in excess of the tax levy limit, also known as Town of Batavia Local Law Number 5 of 2025. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the town board of the town of Batavia, New York, that proposed local law number 5 of 2025 entitled a local law to override the tax levy limit established in general municipal law subsection 3-C, which proposed local law is now in its final form as appears by a copy thereof attached hereto attached, be and the same hereby is introduced for adoption. Be it further resolved that said proposed local law be kept on file in the office of the town clerk until October the 15th, 2025, and then a public hearing be held before this town board on the 15th day of October at 7 p.m. at the Batavia Town Hall, 3833 West Main Street Road, Batavia, New York, on the advisability of enacting said proposed local law. And be it further resolved that pursuant to section 20 subsection 4 of the New York State Municipal Home Rule Law, the proposed local law in its final form shall be emailed to the email inbox of each town board member in a portable document format PDF at least 10 calendar days exclusive of Sunday prior to the final passage of said proposed local law. And be it further resolved that the town clerk shall cause notice of said public hearing to be published once in the Daily News at least 5 days prior to the date of said public hearing, which notice shall contain the time and place of said hearing, the title and purpose thereof, as well as a statement that a copy of said proposed local law is on file in the town clerk's office. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Post.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Mike Yes. Zambito.
Yes.
Patty?
153, to approve a 2025-2026 agreement for cleaning services from Warren's Commercial Cleaning. Whereas the town board intends to provide cleaning services for approximately 5,220 square feet of office space that is being leased by the town of Batavia within a building located at 4320 Federal Drive in the town of Batavia. And whereas Warren's Commercial Cleaning previously prepared a quote in a written proposal for the term of October 1, 24 to September 30th, 25, and whereas Warren's Commercial Cleaning submitted a new proposal dated September 4th, 2025, offering to provide the same services for the prices in the quote for the term of October 1st, 2025 through September 30th, 2026. Now therefore be it resolved, Batavia Town Board of Batavia, New York, does hereby approve a proposed 25-26 renewal agreement for Warren's Commercial Cleaning Services and does hereby authorize Warren's Commercial Cleaning to provide the cleaning services for the same price as last year, itemized in the proposal dated September 4th, 2025 as follows. A, $120 for cleaning services performed bi-weekly. B, $550 to annually clean windows. And C, $1,970 annually to strip and wax the floors. And be it further resolved, the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to execute the proposed 2025-26 renewal agreement for Warren's Commercial Cleaning Services with its Exhibit A copy of which is annexed hereto and made part of the town board minutes, and be it further resolved, the expenditure will be appropriated from line item A 1620.406. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Mike Leach.
Yes.
Zambito.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Chad.
Resolution 154, training workshop. Resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes the following personnel to attend training workshops. Matt Mahaney, Western Southern Tier Building Officials Conference, September 10th through the 12th. The cost of this training is $375 webinar. Keith Bayheim, Municipal Boot Camp Session number 7, Soaking Up the Sun, Solar and Battery Storage and the Local Review Process webinar, November 20th, 2025. There is no cost for this training. Brooks Hawley, Create Safer, More Welcoming Public Spaces webinar, September 9th, 2025. There was no cost for this training. Brooks Hawley, Christopher Long, Keith Bayheim, putting the home and hometown strategies for attracting housing improvement webinar, September 25th, 2025. There is no cost for this training. Ashley Brownell and Ashley Milnick, and Marcy Crandall, NYSLRS Employer Education, Niagara Falls Water Board, October 9th. There is no cost for this training. Jason Armbruster, Paul Barrett, Dan Jakes, Greg Lang, Mike Kate Lang, Christopher McCowan, Joseph Nath, Joe Schiffler, Herb Schwabel, Steve Tanner, Raymond Tort, Tim Vetter, and Jamie Woff. Trenching County Building number 2. The cost of this training is $1,250. Christopher Long, Series 1 Farmland Protection and Agriculture Viability webinar, September 4th. There was no cost for this training. Christopher Long, Series 4 Zoning Board of Appeals, September 6, 2025 webinar, no cost for this training. Christopher Long, Enforcement of Zoning and Other Local Laws, September 6, 2025 webinar, there is no cost for this training. Christopher Long, Seeker, Basics with New Regulations, September 6, 2025, there is no cost for this training. Steve Mountain, Edward C. Tip Jr., Water Supply Management Symposium, September 17th through the 18th, 2025 in Syracuse. The cost of this training is $425. Joe Schiffler, Confined Spaces, County Building number 2, October 2nd. There is no cost for this training. Joe Schiffler, Workplace Violence and Harassment Discrimination, September 18th, 2025, Town Hall. There is no cost for this training. And Brooks Hawley, Brand, GENESEE, September 23rd, 2025, Batavia, New York. No cost for this training. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Zambito.
Yes.
Mike Leach.
Yes.
White.
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Karen, Resolution 155, please.
Establish line items for capital project. Resolve the Batavia Town Board hereby establishes the following line items. As written, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
White.
Yes.
Mike Leach.
Yes.
Zambito.
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Resolution number 156, resolution to hire accounting supervisor. Whereas an accounting supervisor is needed to assist.
On the rules.
No, we have one more after this.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Don't interrupt me again, young woman.
Are we supposed to suspend the rules?
Not for
Not
this.
yet.
Oh, okay.
That's mine, dude.
Okay.
For the next one.
Excuse me.
But God bless you for challenging me. No, not that often people do. And I'm
Okay.
poorer for it.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Carry on.
You did the right thing.
Carry on, carry on.
Whereas an accounting supervisor is needed to assist with the daily functions of the accounting and operations departments, and whereas Nicole Ryan has the skills and qualifications to satisfy the position of accounting supervisor, and whereas it is anticipated that the hiring of the position of accounting supervisor will most effectively ensure the necessary administrative support to the town of Batavia, now therefore be it resolved, the Batavia Town Board hereby authorizes the town of Batavia to hire Nicole Ryan for the position of accounting supervisor for the following compensation and benefits. We agree to pay a wage of $70 an hour, 30 hours a week. The work week will consist of 5 days a week, 6-hour days at the town of Batavia. This offer is contingent upon a reference background check as well as a successful drug screening and physical examination. The employment is subject to a probationary period of 90 days, which time would be required to demonstrate suitability for the position in which you are employed. In addition, benefits accompanying this position will be in accordance with the town's policy handbook with the following exceptions. up to a 3% hourly rate increase after 90 days based on a performance evaluation, 90 hours of paid vacation based on year 6 available immediately upon hire, second year based on year 7 and annually in the same manner thereafter, with 40 hours of paid sick leave for immediate use and accumulate as per the policy handbook. Be it further resolved, the expense will be expended from line item A 1220.108. So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call, please.
Post,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Mike Black,
Yes.
Zambito.
Yes. Motion to suspend the rules.
Is there a second to the motion?
Second.
Roll call on the motion.
Zambito.
Yes.
Mike Black.
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. Patty, Resolution 157.
Resolution to raise concerns regarding installation of additional large-scale solar projects in the town of Batavia that do not comply with local land use planning. Whereas a proposed EDP Alabama solar project involves the construction of a large-scale industrial solar installation that could significantly alter the land use character within the towns of Batavia, Oakfield, Pembroke, and Alabama. And whereas a considerable portion of farmland in Genesee County, New York State's 4th largest agricultural producer, has already been converted to solar energy infrastructure, contributing to a cumulative loss of prime agricultural land with potential effects on long-term food production capacity and rural economic stability. And whereas on August 13th, 2025, the EDP advised the towns and Genesee County that it may seek waivers from the state of New York to address established county and town comprehensive plans, local laws, and zoning regulations. And whereas the project as currently proposed may not be in full alignment with zoning laws adopted in accordance with New York State town law, and clarifications regarding possible adjustments to local legal authority is pending. And whereas the proposed project site consists of highly productive agricultural land that has long supported the local economy, food security, and rural heritage of the region, and its potential conversion to industrial scale energy production warrants careful consideration of all impacts. And whereas the use of state level mechanisms to address or potentially adjust local land use laws, town and county agricultural and comprehensive plans and zoning regulations, specifically those of the town of Batavia, Oakfield, Pembroke, Alabama, and Genesee County, may affect municipalities and residents participating in land use matters. And whereas precedent regarding the relationship between local governments and the principle of home rule should be thoughtfully reviewed as it pertains to democratic participation and local control in planning and land management decisions. Now therefore be resolved that the town of Batavia formally opposes the EDP Alabama solar project based on the information currently available and maintains this position until the aforementioned concerns are addressed through an engineering and financial review, including economic and agricultural impact assessments, as well as a comprehensive evaluation of the proposal. Be it further resolved that any future stance regarding the project will be based on assessment of its potential impact to agricultural land, its alignment with local land use and zoning law, and the broader implications of the integrity of local planning authority across Genesee County. Be it finally resolved that the town of Batavia is in concert with the towns of Oakfield, Pembroke, Alabama, and Genesee County, request that the EDP Alabama solar project provide additional details regarding compliance with applicable local laws, zoning regulations, and adopted land use plans, and further encourage the state of New York to uphold the principles of home rule as guaranteed by Article 9 of the New York State Constitution, affirming the legal authority of local governments to determine and enforce land use policy within their jurisdictions. So moved.
Second. Any discussion?
Is that what you were gonna provide me with?
Yes.
I copied it almost word for word out of the Batavian at 4 o'clock.
Oh, I didn't realize it. published it word for word, but
Yeah,
I'll
so
get it.
scratch that off your to-do list.
I can
You
give it
said
to you right
almost,
here.
almost was there.
No, it should be.
Yeah, there's-
Boiled- No, Howard boiled it, so it's the.
There's a couple of references that were left out,
Okay.
to Oakfield, Pembroke, Batavia.
Yeah, he,
I'll
Other
give you
than
the
that,
right-
it's-
I gave him
Okay.
Spot on.
resolution.
Thank you. I apologize for interrupting.
Don't be you don't have to apologize.
Okay.
We're so happy to have somebody in the audience like that to tell you.
I'm
Makes our
waiting to
day.
get my own seat here in your office.
We were gonna put in theater seats, but nobody would come to watch our movie.
They wouldn't get burned out.
If there's no other discussion, roll call, please.
Mike Black,
Yes.
Post,
Yes,
Zambito,
Yes.
White.
Yes.
would someone move to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Zambito,
Yes.
Mike Black.
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Post.
Yes. I was informed late this afternoon that the department report for the building department is in my secretary's mailbox, and I completely forgot about it until just now, so I will send it out to the clerk and have it attached as a memo to these proceedings. And I have no other department reports to update, other than everybody's too busy to set out and tell me what they're doing. I have nothing to report other than the ledgers and the investments, and the financial statements are available for your review upon request. Clerk, do you have anything to report?
$86,785.50 were collected this month, and I remitted $83,579.46 to the supervisor for the local share, and that's all I have.
Are there any committee reports? Well, Sharon, I guess you know what time it is. Is there any old business?
No old business.
Chad, any young new business?
No, sir.
Or motion to adjourn?
So,
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mike Black,
yes.
White,
Yes.
Zambito,
Yes.
Post.
Yes.